So, as we see here, I have a phone. What does this action mean to you guys? Say it as you see it. Selfies. You guys need a break, okay? From what exactly? Not school, not your work, not life, but from social media. How many of you guys typically go on social media daily? Right, majority of us have caught ourselves on social media at least once a day, right? So, that means we can also be affected by social media in multiple ways. About 89% of adolescents use social media, and a recent study found that teens spend an average of 9 hours on social media daily. I don't know if you guys know how many hours are in a day, but 24 hours are in a day. Adolescents tend to be on it for at least 9 hours. Now I know most of us are young adults, older teens, but the reason why I bring up adolescents is because we are a generation where we grew up with social media. Social media was improving, that means we are still effective. And because we do have, some of us have like younger children or siblings that are with social media, that is also affecting our personal loved ones. So now let's define what social media is. Social media are websites and applications where you can make content and post it, share it, stream it to other people. So things like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, multiple different platforms where you can do this. Now with all of us having access to social media, we are also have access to mental health issues. Also we have low self-esteem. Bullying is at a high due to cyberbullying, and everyone is trying to be someone that they're not truly are. They try to be someone that they're not, even though some people do tend to be truthful on social media. There tends to be a presence where you're trying to be something that you're truly not. Now that we know a little bit about what social media is and how it kind of affects us, we're going to go into some more deeper topics of exactly how it affects us, so what the problem is, what we need to do, and what our future could possibly look like. So, yes, social media can be good for us. It's a way to communicate, it's a way to bond with people, it's a way to keep up with family, friends that are not super close to us, but it also has some massive down effects. Couple statistics from DoSomething.org is about 37% of young people between the ages of 12 and 17 have been bullied online. The reason why I bring this up is just because being bullied from a younger age can put a massive mental health dent into your brain, therefore putting out low self-esteem, therefore causing depression, and eventually causing suicidal thoughts and or actions. So this definitely can have an effect on people. Also having a body image issue. We see these Instagram models or these people that have these unbelievable body types, and then we get in our heads where we think that we need to look like that, and then we don't see those results, and then we all of a sudden we're down on our own selves, when in reality, you're perfectly fine the way you are. Not everyone's a 00, blonde, blue eyes, 5'8", it's just not a realistic thing. So right now we're going to go into a YouTube video talking about how social media can affect your brain.
Media has become part of our nature. We post, we share, we like, we follow, we unfollow, we subscribe. But how is social media affecting us? A small study of 20 college students found a correlation between students who demonstrated higher levels of Facebook addiction and activity in the amygdala striatal system while they interacted with Facebook symbols. This activation was the same seen in those with substance addiction. In a 2016 UCLA study, teens were split into two groups. One was shown a photo with a high number of likes, and the other group was shown the same photo, but with fewer likes. Those who viewed the photo with more likes were more likely to like the photo themselves than the group who saw the photo with fewer likes. Again, it was the same picture. This experiment found activity in multiple multiple parts of the brain when teens saw photos they took receive a lot of likes. In particular, the study found significant activity in part of the brain's reward circuitry known as the nucleus accumbens. Dopamine is released in the brain after positive social stimuli, such as likes and positive comments on social media.
So that's just the main gist of it. Basically, it's just talking about how having this satisfaction from the outside world kind of gives you a natural high and can eventually become an addiction to your body. And pushes the fact, like the same idea of just having a certain lifestyle that you're supposed to live. You know, Kylie Jenner just became the youngest self-made billionaire. At 21. I'm 21. I'm not a billionaire whatsoever. So it just kind of causes this unrealistic standard to life. So what you should do. A lot of people have taken breaks from social media, especially social media influencers. And I think we should also do it too. There was a study off of the same, the effects of social media on adolescents' health, saying that taking a mental break from social media is very healthy for you. It gets you away, gets you into your own personal headspace to where you fully become okay with who you are. Just because of the idea of social media can really cause this idea of, I need to look this certain way. Taking that mental break for like a day at least off of social media can really help push yourself forward and get your mental health on a better track. Another thing you can do is remember social media isn't 100% real. There are certain effects like Facetune, and then also just making posts that aren't true to yourself. Like, oh, I'm in London. No, you're not. You're just at a tea shop in downtown Portland. Okay, that's not real. With it being a bullied platform, supporting those who are getting bullied, so reaching out to them, simply asking like, hey, like if you ever need to talk, I'm here, or just keeping them positive. Also, if you see hate comments, reporting it. Yes, it is a minor action that doesn't seem to have a direct effect right away, but in the long term, it could have an effect. Also, thinking before you speak on social media. Having this idea where you need to be cautious of what you're saying just because you don't know exactly who you are going to affect. Being very wary of what you're saying, and then also with people that have a higher social following, tend to speak on social media like cyberbullying and things like that. They definitely use their platform to help stop that, but of course it's the minor actions to get like a snowball effect. So what it's looking into the future. So there's two main ideas that I wanted to talk about. It is what your future could look like with having a social media cleanse and what it couldn't look like without the social media cleanse. With the social media cleanse, you could potentially have a mental growth set. Your mind could become stronger. You have joyful, you have friends and family around you. You're loving yourself versus you could potentially be sad, depressed, stressed, hectic, and heartbroken. As the speech comes to the end, let's recap of what we have talked about. We've talked about how social media affects you, what we need to do, and what the future could possibly look like for us. So definitely try once a month at least to just don't use any social media, and eventually increase that usage of not using it at least to twice a month, and then eventually like 3 times. And continue doing that and see how it affects you, see how you feel, see how how you feel as a person and what your mental health has looked like. And yes, I know you need to know what Kim Kardashian does next, or who is the next upcoming viral star, or even the next amazing meme to come out. But is it worth losing your mental health?